So people say, well, it's really expensive to work with your mindset. You hear entrepreneurs say, well, I don't think I can afford it. Can you afford not to? That's the question.
Right.
Because the ignorance we pay, there's tax, right? As entrepreneurs, we have taxes to pay. But the biggest expense we have is the ignorance. That's the highest one. It's the price of not knowing. That tax is the biggest one. And the
Yeah.
self-image is the key that really enables us to pay a little less ignorance tax, certainly when it comes to revenue.
I feel like we're so focused on I can add this plugin or this tab or this AI shortcut, or I can get the ring that tracks my sleep so that I can know if I'm getting 6.5 or 7 hours. And do I feel all of those things?
Yeah.
But like you said, if you're still dealing with, or if you're still coming at things from a limited mindset, or you're acting out of fear that something could go wrong, so you're not showing up the best way that you could,
Yeah.
all of the other doesn't matter. All of the other are just more things that are going to kind of weight you down more or less.
So true. There's contributing factors to our success, and there are the defining factors. And the mindset is a defining factor, no question about it. Environment, gadgets, gimmicks, the new strategy, contributing factors for sure, but never defining factors. And there's been a lot of studies made about what caused entrepreneurs to fail within the first 5 years. And some of the studies, they point to the investments in the market and the whatever. That's all contributing factors. There were people in the Big Depression, there were more millionaires made at that time than anywhere else in history when we look back. There were just people that saw the opportunity. There were other people that fell into the mass hypnosis trap of what couldn't be done, And so it's that's really what it comes down to. It's always mindset first. When we understand that and we start understanding the illusions, the blocks that prevents us, we are well on our way. So I really see it in this two-step thing. First, we got to understand the predominant mental illusion that's currently holding us back. Now we're going to start building the right attitude, the right self-image, and the belief system. Learn to prime ourselves on a daily basis. That builds a healthy foundation to work from. No question about it.
Yeah. And so many of the founders that I talk with, when you ask them the first part of that, you're trying to get your mental clarity right. Where do you want to go? What business, when you think about it from, say, 5-10 years out, what do you want it to look like, so that you can then start to reverse engineer and start to put the steps in to get there. Okay. But a lot of times it's not really that clear. It's almost kind of like that analogy of, if somebody asked you today, they're like, hey, on your way to work today, how many red cars did you pass? You're like, well, I have no idea. But then if somebody says, okay, I'm going to ask you the same question tomorrow, on your way to work tomorrow, you're going to be a lot more focused on how many red cars you pass. It's just the things that are passing you aren't the things that you're focused on. But once you do get focused on those red cars, you can say, yeah, I saw 7 red cars this morning. Now and you didn't do really that much outside of just shift how you're viewing things. Instead of just kind of floating through, now you're saying, if those red cars are my opportunity, I know what that opportunity looks like. My eyes were open to looking for that opportunity, and I saw 7 red cars this morning.
Well, 100%. And that's the key. And from a psychological perspective, if I prime my subjective mind to be anchored in my goal, now I think from the goal. I don't think of the goal. When I think of the goal, it's down the road, it's 10 years from now. But when I live from it, now my mental faculties come into play. Now my intuition is going to start guiding me. We talk about a sixth sense. Well, it's real. It's not a sixth sense. It's a mental faculty, and we can all develop it. Einstein said it's the sacred gift.